All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, serving as your presiding judge. Good morning to each one of you. I have just been notified that matters are ready. And so I'm going to start on this morning with my 8:30 docket, and those are my formal hearings. So I'm going to start first by calling the matter for Zaid Al-Sharifi. Are the parties ready to proceed?
Ready, Your Honor.
Okay. Turn on your camera. Thank you. Are you represented by an attorney today?
Judge, I am the attorney.
Okay. Okay, thank you. I have case number SP 145-56901. Counsel, your appearance.
Ziad Abu Zaid, P69447 on behalf of the defendant.
All right, thank you. This is a formal hearing. Is your client with us?
No, Judge, I'm asking that we waive his presence. It's a civil infraction. We have reached a resolution with the prosecutor.
Thank you. Your motion is granted. And so how are we proceeding, counsel?
Judge, we've reached a resolution where I do have the authority to plead responsible to an amended charge of blockading traffic. Just ask for time to pay.
All right. Your client was charged with an improper left turn. And so, counsel, are you pleading responsible to that charge and then requesting that the court amend it to blockading traffic?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, then I am going to amend the matter to blockading traffic. The statutory fine is $175. Your client, you're asking for 2 weeks.
Yes, Judge.
All right, wonderful. I am on or before, I'll put it on my docket for July 21st, 2023. And that will be at 10:30 a.m. As long as your client gets it paid, they do not have to show up. The matter will be closed. If they don't, it'll be reinstated and a default judgment will be entered. Okay?
Thank you, Judge. I'm also here on Al Nakib.
I'll call that right now. I have case number SX 422-55551. Counsel, your appearance again.
For the record, Ziad Abu Zaid, P69447 on behalf of the defendant.
Thank you. Are there any officers here on Mr. Al-Najib? All right, counsel.
Judge, at this time, I'd make a motion to dismiss as the officer has not shown up.
All right, Ms. Mack, good morning to you in the courtroom. Has any officer shown up on Al-Naqib?
Good morning, Judge. No officer has shown on that case.
All right, thank you. Then, counsel, I'm granting your motion. I'll dismiss the matter without prejudice. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Judge. Good to see you as always.
Likewise.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. I'm ready on Alberti's case number SP 144-89181. Counsel.
Good morning, Ralph Kaczmarek, P29637, attorney for the defendant. I waive my client's presence. He has authorized me to represent him on the civil infraction.
Thank you, counsel. How are the parties proceeding today?
Yeah, there's an offer to reduce this matter to limited access speeding 1 to 5, which is a 0-point violation. On my client's behalf, I would enter a plea responsible to the amended charge.
All right, so your client was charged with 21 to 25 miles per hour over the speed limit, and you're accepting responsibility, and in exchange, the court is going to amend the charge to limited access 1 to 5 miles per hour over the speed limit. Is that your understanding, counsel?
That is correct. That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, then that plea of responsible has been entered. And so, Ms. Mack, if you could give me the statutory fine.
Yes, Judge, that would be $125.
All right, counsel, can your client get that paid before July 21st, 2023?
Definitely, Your Honor. Thank you.
It'll be on my docket for review on that date at 10:30 a.m. As long as he gets it paid, no need to appear.
Okay, have a good holiday, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
You do the same. Thank you so much. I am ready on Ali Al-Alaji. I have case. Let me put the case number SX 421-89971. Go right ahead, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Marquez Decky, P46289 on behalf of the defendant per his permission, Your Honor.
Thank you. Counsel, how are the parties proceeding today?
The charge is going to be amended to 1 to 5 over limited access. We plead responsible for that, Your Honor.
Okay, the original charge, counsel, is that your client was going 26 to 30 miles per hour over the posted speed limit. Are you accepting responsibility as charged with the understanding that the court will amend it to limited access 1 to 5 miles per hour over the speed limit?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Then I'm accepting that plea of responsible. I'm also amending the charge. I'm assessing the statutory fine in the amount of $125. And can your client get it paid by July 21st, 2023 at 10:30 a.m.?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll place it on my docket at that time. As long as your client gets it paid, they do not need to appear, okay?
Okay, and how much was it again, Your Honor?
$125.
Thank you. You have a wonderful holiday.
You do the same. Thank you. Be safe.
Bye.
I'm ready on Mohammed Al Kador. Are the parties ready on Al Kador?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning. Let me place the case number SP 146-41971. Counsel?
Attorney Maxwell Dubin, P number 86012 on behalf of the defendant. I do have authority to be here on my client's behalf. We have worked out a resolution where he will be pleading responsible to the disregard red light and the additional charges would be dismissed, Your Honor.
Okay, I don't have any additional charges. So Ms. Mack, can you help me out with that? What are the additional charges?
Yes, Judge, they are in default, but the count 2 is dirty, obscured, improperly displayed plate, and count 3 is tinted windows, front driver, passenger windshield.
All right, very good. Thank you. All right, counsel. So according to the ticket, your client, so you're accepting responsibility for disregarding the red signal, and counts 2 and 3 will be dismissed without prejudice. That is correct. Is that right, counsel?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Then I'll enter that plea of responsible. Ms. Mack, can you give me the fine, the statutory fine?
Yes, Judge, it's $130. Is that being amended or that is not being amended?
No, it's not being amended.
Okay, yes, Judge, the fine is $130.
Your Honor,
All right, then
if it pleases the court, can my client have 2 weeks to pay as well?
absolutely. I'll
Thank
assess the statutory fine in the amount of $130. I will set this matter for review on July 21st, 2023 at 10:30 a.m. As long as your client complies before that date, then you don't need to appear. And at that time, counsel, he'll get the dismissal of counts 2 and 3. His failure to pay, however, will result in this court setting aside the plea and entering a default judgment as to all matters. Okay?
Thank you very much. Yep, thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day.
You do the same. Be safe.
Right.
Officer Harris, were you here on that matter?
Yes, Your Honor, and good morning.
My apologies. Place
That's
your
okay.
name and badge number on the record for me.
Hi, it's Officer Fitzgerald Harris, badge 1442, Detroit Police Department.
All right, thank you.
Okay,
It's good to see you. Be safe. All
likewise.
right, I'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, are we ready on Ms. Hanson?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Ms. Hanson is an intake, is that correct?
That is correct, Judge.
All right, wonderful. Good morning, Ms. Hanson.
Hey, good morning.
You look so much better today. How are you feeling?
Good, thank you.
You feeling good? All right. Are they treating you well?
They are, yep,
Wonderful. Are you treating yourself well?
I am.
Very good. You work the program?
Sure am.
All
Yep,
right.
thanks for everything.
All right. Very good. Thank you for your patience on this morning. I'm supposed to be off today, you all, but I didn't want to leave y'all hanging. So I came on to do the docket. All
Thank you,
Oh,
Judge.
thank you.
right. So I don't want folks to be mad at me thinking Judge just came on at 10:52. I didn't come on at 10:52. I wasn't supposed to come on at all today, but we're good. We're good.
Judge,
All
thank
right,
you.
let's do it. No problem. I have the following for Ms. Hanson. I have case number SP 136-71251. I also have case number U 633-70522 and case number 20583-5801. Ms. Let me have the attorney place your appearance on the record for me.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court, Vet Court, Specialty Court, Defense Attorney, P 23863. And Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, Judge. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Thank you, Mr. Reed. And your motion is granted. All right. Now. I think we're breaking up here.
Wait, listen.
You're breaking up, Judge.
Can you all hear me now?
Now, yes.
Okay, wonderful. All right, Mr. Ficus, please place your appearance on the record as well.
Thank you, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, and I'd make a similar motion.
All right, thank you so much. All right, and so let me just have Ms. Cleveland, your appearance for the record. Sorry.
No worries. Good morning, Your Honor, and everyone. Toshi Cleveland, case manager for Specialty Court.
All right, thank you, Ms. Cleveland. All right, Ms. Hanson, so you are at the nest, is that correct?
Yep, that's correct.
All right, very good. And you realize that there are some issues that you're having and you need the help, is that correct?
Yes.
What's been different for you since you've been since you've been at the nest? What's different for you?
I just realized that I'm just fed up and really sick of it. You know, I miss my old life. I used to work at a bank and stuff. I'm hoping maybe completing this program, I can get my life together. And also it's good to have regaining the trust of my family. I like Miss Harper, Miss Berry, Miss Stackhouse. They're all really helpful. So it's just overall different, healthier life.
All right, very good. Very good. Is there anything that you're dealing with right now that you need us to help you with?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Thanks for offering.
I'm gonna always offer, and please, even if you don't want to tell me in open court, please let Ms. Cleveland know or your attorneys know so that we can make sure we get you the assistance that you need, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, awesome. All right, Ms. Cleveland is gonna present you today. Ms. Cleveland, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. I am presenting Ms. Heather Louise Hanson for entry into our specialty court program. Ms. Hanson is 37 years old. She is a Caucasian female. She completed high school in 2003 at George Dondero High School in Royal Oak.
Royal Oak, okay.
Yes.
Friends of mine, their kids went there. Yes, all right.
She is unemployed at this time, Your Honor. She does have one child where custody is not an issue at this time, and she is interested, however, in reunification. She wants to participate in our program. She does admit to
the correction, reunification.
Oh,
I don't think there's a need for that.
When I discussed with her some of the program's processes, reunification, if there's no need for that, we can talk about that later, but that's just a situation where we help with families to make sure that they are, they're reconnected if they have lost connection. If I think based on our discussion that, just being where you are right now has not afforded you the opportunity to speak with him or see him recently. So that's,
I speak with him, sorry, excuse me. I speak with him and like, I said before, no disrespect. I just really would like to keep my child out of it. I talked to the father and I have sole custody, but he is with the father. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's a problem. I am willing to work on myself, but I just like to keep him out of it. It's just a little scary for me.
That's fine. Well, and you and Ms. Cleveland can have some more discussions, but if that is your choice, we're going to respect that, okay?
Yes.
Okay,
You may
thank
change
you.
your mind, no, but if that's your choice, we're gonna respect it, okay?
Okay, yeah, I just love him so
Our
much.
concern is
All
that
right,
he's
thank you.
safe, he's being loved, he's healthy, and has all the things that he needs, and you're saying he's with the Father. It sounds like it's a good situation, at least that's what I'm sensing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So
Yeah.
we're good, okay?
Yeah, we're good friends. Okay, all right, thank you.
Very good. All right, you may continue, Ms. Cleveland.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Hanson does admit to the conditions that have brought her before you today. Per the lien, she does not have any convictions for violent offenses. She also indicated that she has not participated in a specialty court program within the last 10 years. I did tell the team some of the conditions that brought her here, Your Honor, and she is eligible to enter into our specialty court program, so I'm recommending that she be allowed to come in.
All right, very good. Okay, thank you, Ms. Cleveland. I think I jumped the gun just a little bit. There are some matters that are pre-trial as well. Are there some preliminary matters we need to take care of for Ms. Hanson?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, what are we doing?
Judge, I spoke with the prosecutor in this matter. There are two outstanding matters. The prosecutor has recommended that if we plead no contest to those two matters, they would be placed on the court's order. They're both dismissible offenses, and I discussed with Ms. Hanson that if she successfully completes the program, all matters can be dismissed, but these two outstanding matters can also be dismissed. So she'll have a clean slate with the city of Detroit when she completes this program. Not if, but when she completes this program.
There we go. All right, Ms. Hanson, is that what you wish to do?
Yes, Your Honor, that'd be great. Thank
All
you.
right. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
Thank you. Mr. Fikens, please proceed with those two pleas of no contest.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ma'am, you understand that in these matters, you have a right to a trial, correct?
I do.
And you wish to waive that right and enter a no contest plea as to both those matters today, correct?
Yes,
Are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
I am.
Has anyone forced you into doing this or promised you anything to get you to plead no contest?
Sir.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
No.
Okay, thank you. Your Honor, I'm satisfied with the waiver of the constitutional requirements. I would state for the no contest plea, and for that plea only, we would accept and stipulate to the face of the ticket to establish liability that on the date and times of those tickets, my client entered dwelling without written owner's permission, and also on the date and time of the disorderly conduct ticket that her conduct was disorderly. But that's for the purposes of establishing liability, Judge.
All right, thank you. I am accepting your plea of no contest and as to both matters, and I am placing them on the order on today for specialty court. And when you successfully complete specialty court, all three of these matters will be dismissed without prejudice. If you fail to successfully complete, then of course they get reinstated and you're gonna be right back where you started from. So, but we're gonna put that behind us because you're gonna successfully complete, right, Ms. Hanson?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. All right, who went in to talk with Ms. Hanson about her intake?
I did, Your Honor, and I can state for the record that Ms. Hanson was very pleasant, very cooperative. I believe that she understands her situation. She certainly indicated to me that she appreciates all the help this court has given so far. We talked about the need for communication, talking to your case manager, talking to the judge. We talked about a little bit about human frailties, and it's best to reach out if we find problems, if problems come across, because they will, it's life, and to be in communication and to be honest about it, because we all make mistakes, and we can all profit from communicating with others, and can only profit from our mistakes if we do communicate with each other and find out what's going on so the problem can be solved. We certainly talked about meetings, treatment, which she's in right now, as this court knows, testing, those court requirements. She understood that, Judge. It was my opinion. She said she wanted to do the program. She feels that she can learn from this program. She feels that she does need this program. So I'm certainly recommending her. One last thing, Judge, before I make that recommendation, we did discuss the court's ability to modify the terms of the court order, and she understood that as well. So I'm recommending her for acceptance into the program.
All right, very good. Ms. Hanson, you had an opportunity to talk with Ms. Cleveland, also with Attorney Fikens. Are you satisfied that they answered all of your questions?
I do believe so, yes.
All right, did you have any additional questions for me today?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, and so you understand, Ms. Hanson, that the program is work, but it's good work that's going to be beneficial to you. Do you understand that?
I do.
All right, very good. Do I have your commitment to work the program?
You do.
All right, very good. Do I also have your commitment to be honest and open with me, with your case managers, with your case manager, with your attorneys, so that we are able to help you? We're not interested in punishing you, but we can't help you if you're not honest with us. So do I have your commitment to do that?
Yes, I will do that.
All right, very good. And so with that, I don't see a reason. I think Mr. Fikers, you said you found that she is eligible pursuant to Michigan law to participate in the program.
That is correct, Judge.
All right, then I am going to accept her into the program. Welcome. We're glad that you're here. And I'm going to set you for a review date. You will continue with your services at the Nest. And I'm going to set you for a review date. That review date is going to be on, let me just make sure I'm giving her a good date. Did you want to put her on Fridays, Miss Cleveland?
Yes, Your Honor. If possible, I was going to ask for a Friday. I know this seems far, but it's the 21st. Is that too far?
Yeah, for phase one, yes.
Okay.
So can we do the 14th?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. I'll do July 14th, 2023, and that will be at 8:35 a.m., okay? On Zoom, unless Ms. Cleveland tells you otherwise. All right? Ms. Hanson, can you hear me?
I'm sorry. Did you want to ask them?
Is that Judge Holmes?
Yes, good morning.
Well, good morning, Judge Holmes. This is Stackhouse. How are you?
Well, Ms. Stackhouse, good to see you.
Likewise. Is that Miss Cleveland?
She's in here somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, hello, ladies. I'm not gonna take too much of your time. I just want to say that I did get in touch with probation officer, and he had informed me that Ms. Hanson will be in treatment for 45 days.
Okay.
And while in treatment, she's going to be working with her some criminal activities with me. Her treatment plan is going to reflect that.
Wait, Ms. Stackhouse, we can't put, we won't be able to put that information on the record on YouTube. So if you could get with Ms. Cleveland,
Okay.
or attend our staffing. I know we're off with staffing because we were down last week
Yes,
in
ma'am.
in a conference in our national training. And so if you could get with Ms. Cleveland, because we are not allowed to put that information.
I'm so sorry.
No,
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. All right, very good. Very
Thank you
good.
so much.
We missed you all at our national training this year. We really need our major providers to come to our national training. So I want to start planting that seed really, really early for next year. We'll be in Anaheim, California. And
Okay.
it is a requirement. Training is a requirement in order to be a provider in our specialty core. And so we are having to, you may want to just pass this on because Mr. Wade has been trying to get a meeting with the administrator. He's only been able to get her assistant or the office person, and no one has ever gotten back to us. And so we are going to be looking at I will use our providers and whether or not we are in compliance with best practices as to training for our providers and staff
Okay.
attendance for our providers. And so we'd really like for somebody to get back with us from the nest because you all do such great work. I would hate to lose you all as a provider because we're not in compliance with best practices. But as the presiding judge, my commitment is to always be in compliance with best practices.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am. I'll get with Ms.
Let them know.
Cleveland. I'll get with Ms. Cleveland to get that information.
Wonderful. And if you could let Ms. Smith or whoever the administrator is, the day-to-day person, know
Okay.
that Mr. Wade has been trying to set up a meeting with us repeatedly, and no one has responded to him. And
Okay.
I need to meet. I need to meet. I don't need a whole lot of their time. I know everybody's busy, but I have to make sure we're in compliance with best practices. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Awesome. Right.
Thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. I'm going to see Ms. Hanson again on July 14th at 8.
Okay, and Judge, if I could just say that I'm agreeing to specialty court under the information of the 45 days. I was locked up for 3 months since April 8th. So I will lose my apartment if I do spend much more time. So since I was told 45 days, I'm agreeing to it. I know it's, what is it, a 90-day max for my charge?
No,
as far as jail time goes?
hold on. First of all, I've not sentenced you to any jail time on the 3 matters that are before me. So you've got 90 days as to each 3 of those matters. And so each one of those matters. So I've not sentenced you to any jail time as a sentence. As a matter of fact, I just took a plea on 2 of them on today. So I don't want you to focus on, make sure Ms. Cleveland knows about your apartment. Certainly, we're going to take all of that into consideration. But my focus is treatment and getting you to where you need to be so that when you do go back to your apartment, that you're able to stay there. Okay?
Okay, so no, okay.
All right. So I just want to make sure we have the right focus because the program is not 90 days. Okay?
Okay.
All right. But have some discussion with Ms. Cleveland and ask those questions, okay?
Okay, so that wasn't good information.
I don't know who gave you that information, but I speak through my orders and I know that I never sent to you.
It was the tether agent, right, Ms. Daghouse?
Yeah, they're not the judge. That's unfortunate. And they should not be telling you anything about how many days you're going to be where. Okay?
Okay.
All right, that's unfortunate. And that was the tether agent at the Wayne County Jail.
Your Honor, I just wanted to say, Ms. Hanson, I'm going to clarify some of the things because what I'm hearing now, it seems like there's a lot of information that is just not clear for you, but the inpatient portion of it is the number of days that Ms. Stackhouse has said unless something else is determined. But the program goes longer than that. So even if you transition out of there, we still will be connected with you. And
No, I understand.
Yeah, so I don't think that 90 days that you're talking about and the 45 days from the tether, that's a different process. I think she's referring to the committal portion of it. Your Honor.
Okay.
That's what that 45-day thing is.
That
So
if she violates, she'll go to jail for 45 days, but then she has 3 charges, so we can do that 3 times, and we don't even want to go down that road.
yes, Your Honor.
Let's get her
I'll make
healthy
sure it's clear. Yes.
and back into
Okay.
living.
Okay, yeah,
Ms. Cleveland.
wrote in the email that I have to remain at Naomi's nest for 45 days on tether. So, we'll
Right.
just work on it from here and see
But
where
a
we
tether
go.
agent is not a judge, and the judge speaks through their orders. Tether agent.
No, I get that.
Tether agent. So let Ms. Cleveland clarify some things for you. I think that we're talking about 2 different processes. And so Ms. Cleveland will be able to clarify those things for you, okay?
Okay,
All right, very
thank
good.
you.
You can circle back to her and I'll see you on July 14th, okay?
Okay, what time?
At 8:35. I try to do the people that are in with third-party providers. I try to do them first. So get on early so we can get you done, okay? So you can get back to your sessions.
Okay, you got it. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
You too.
All right. Are we ready on Mr. Pollard? All right, let's do 05-343-751. Mr. Pollard, unmute and state your name.
Seneca Pollard.
Good morning, Mr. Pollard.
Morning.
All right, you're still at the provider, is that correct?
Correct.
All right, thank you for not leaving. You know, I told you that we were going to some training. There were some things that we needed to do on our end and that we would revisit this when we returned. So thank you for staying. Anything else would have been a violation of my order, which would have caused some real problems, okay?
I understand.
All right, very good. How are you this morning?
I'm fine.
Very good, very good. What you been doing, Mr. Pollard?
Just keeping up with the program, making sure I'm on track with everything, and you know, just going forward, you know what I'm saying, so I could go, you know, move to the next level.
All right, very good. Now, Ms. Cleveland made some recommendations about what's next for you. And so I know that you want to go home, and I understand that everybody wants to go home, but we want to do what's best for you, Mr. Pollard, because remember, you were home when you got into this. And so we want to make sure that we're not sending you out to undo all of the good work that you've done so far, but you've done some great work so far. Would you agree with me?
So far, yes.
Yes, you have. All right. And you agree that you want to continue to do that great work, and you know that it can't just happen overnight, right?
Yeah, but I'm confused with if this case is getting mixed up with another case.
We're not confused. We're good.
I said I am.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have you go in the breakout room after I finish your hearing and talk with
Okay.
you, because I don't think there's any confusion. The recommendations that are being made have to do with the case that is before this court. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Very good. So now, how are they treating you where you are?
It can be difficult at times. You know, it's they say that it's they make this place this way so you will never want to come back again. They say it's designed to be this way. So it's not a comfortable place to be. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and fabricate it. You know, it's tough. But like I said, I follow the rules and I do what's asked of me.
Yeah. And I
I've
appreciate
been doing that.
I appreciate that. And I was talking to a young person yesterday who's got to make some choices in life and said, you know, it's tough. It's tough. And something that I shared that really helped me as well is that life is tough. Whether you are there at the third party provider, it's tough because they have rules, they have regulations, and they probably stir up the nest so that you don't want to come back here ever again. But if you're out there doing things that cause you to come into conflict with the court or to have to appear before a judge, life is tough. If you're out there in life and you're unprepared and you're not ready, you haven't addressed your issues, life is going to be tough. So life is just tough.
Yeah.
You have to pick the road that's tough, but the one that's going to, in all likelihood, yield the best results. Because life is just tough, sir. It is. It is. So I understand that it's tough there, but let's hear about what some recommendations are in going forward. Are you ready to do that?
I need to do that because where I'm at right now, I've seen a lot of people come and go. You know, I'm seeing people with, you know, they got felonies, firearm felonies. They going back home to their family, and I'm just looking at like, what's going on, like with me? Why? What am I doing that's not right? That I'm still here away from my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's a misdemeanor. I'm defiant. You know, I don't argue with nobody here or nothing.
Is it that you all can't hear me?
It hurt. Huh? I'm
Y'all
sorry.
hear me?
You bled
Can
out.
you all hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, Judge, we can hear you.
All right. I want to make sure Mr. Pollard hears what I'm saying. Stop comparing yourself to other people. You don't know their circumstances. You don't know the details of what's going on. So stop comparing yourself to other people because you're going to make yourself miserable. Okay? All right? Stop comparing yourself to other people. You don't know. All you know is what they tell you, what you think you know, and what you hear. You don't know. So don't make yourself irritated and frustrated by comparing yourself to other people. Okay?
All right. I am the only one left from when I first got here.
Okay, I understand.
So I think the program, the treatment side of it, I think that's all.
I understand. But don't compare yourself to other people.
I'm
Your
not.
life is your life.
I'm not.
And let's do what's best for you. Okay?
Uh-huh.
All right. Miss Cleveland, what are the recommendations for Mr. Pollard?
Your Honor, I did receive a progress note from the agency, and they are commending him for his good work, his hard work.
Yes.
They've given him all goods as far as the assessments have gone. But what they are stating, Your Honor, is that they believe that he needs to connect with his treatment a little more. They're not recommending his exit from the venue yet. They're actually recommending that he go into recovery housing and that he do transitional at the facility. And from what my understanding is, from the recommendation is made because basically a lot of the therapeutic processes that he was engaging with, they're not as firm in the belief that he has connected with all of those processes, and it's a lot has to do with him wanting to go home so urgently. And it's my understanding that because of that being such a focal point and a highlight, they're not for sure if the other aspects of the program are kind of taking precedence at this point. Your Honor, I believe that he's doing good work there. They are not diminishing that for him. I know I am receiving telephone calls from family members. It's obvious.
Tell them to stop calling you. Tell your family to stop calling Miss Cleveland. Tell them to stop as of today. Do not call Miss Cleveland another time. Not one person. I'm sorry, Miss Cleveland. Go ahead.
No, I understand, Your Honor, and a lot of the information can be communicated through you, Mr. Pollard, as the person that's engaged with the program. You can convey those thoughts or those questions, answers to their questions. They can be conveyed by you, but you really, what my perspective is as well is by speaking to you, I even hear the urgency of leaving there, and we want you to be in this program and want to get the knowledge and get the learning and get the all those things in place that you need, so when you do finally leave there, you know, you'll be able to stay where you're going. So I'm affirming the recommendations as well. I believe that he needs to stay and go through the transitional process. I think that's going to help him more than he might recognize right now. Just based on my own observation of that whole process where people are in the transitional housing component, it helps them and stay on a path of recovery. And that's really what everyone involved wants for you.
Now, Miss Cleveland, let me ask this question, two things. His request to go home, does he have his own place or he's requested to go live with somebody?
It's my understanding that he would be living with his family
Okay.
at
So that answer is no, he does not have his own place. And so then secondly, what does transitional living look like?
Your Honor, so he would go in the recovery housing component of it. He would not be, it's my understanding, he would not be where he is right now. They have a separate facility unless they've already placed him there. They could have already placed you there. And then he would be able to be, if he's doing what he's supposed to do, he would be receiving the opportunity to have day passes to be able to leave the venue to visit with his family or to have other things. He could also start looking for work if that's the case. But he would remain connected in a close proximity to the groups, to the continued therapy, the continuation of care plan that he has. All of that will be facilitated right from the site. Understanding that he would have to test by third party once he starts leaving the venue and exiting for any period of time.
And then we'd be getting him ready to take on life, like having a job and being able to get independent housing, not having to go live with people and all of those things. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right, Mr. Pollard, I see you over there shaking your head. No. So what are you saying?
A lot of things that was just said is incorrect. It's false. They have me still in the same treatment, doing everything exactly the same that I've been doing over the past.
Miss Cleveland said that. That's not false. She didn't say anything. That's what she said. She said, I asked her what would transitional living look like.
Right.
She didn't say you were there now.
Yes, he hasn't been approved yet to move into the transitional process, Your Honor.
Yes. So you don't know what it's like because you're not there yet.
Right. So what's going on here is that I'm still remain in treatment.
No, Mr. Pollard, were you listening to anything Miss Cleveland said? I think because you had your arms folded, you closed your arms and you closed your mind and you closed your hearing. So you didn't hear anything she said. Miss Cleveland, first off, started off with some really wonderful things about you, stating that you know, they don't have any complaints about you, but you need to engage more in your treatment and you're not ready to go to independent living. And actually, you don't have independent living. You're talking about going to live with someone else, some family members. And so, but they started off with the positive things. Nothing she said really was negative. I asked her to describe what transition would look like. And you would go to a different facility, it's a different location, where you would have more independence with day passes. You would have to do third-party testing. Now we're going to get you ready for working to find a job, and then getting you ready, hopefully, to get your own place. And so while you are still doing your treatment, because treatment doesn't stop just because you get out of inpatient treatment, okay? It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop.
Right, recovery never ends.
That's there you
go. And I'm always every day I'm in here, I'm always be with
Mr. Pollard, you can't talk with me. Give me a second. So I just wanted to make sure you heard Miss Cleveland all the way out. That's what she was saying. I asked her, what does it look like? And that's what she was describing to me. So what else do you want to tell me?
I got my name on the lease at the address that I gave.
Okay.
As far as staying with anybody, I have my name on the lease.
Okay.
So that's really not the case. And,
Mr. Pollard, we're trying to make sure that you are in an environment to transition so that once you go home, you get to stay home.
Understand. And like I also when I spoke with my counselor, a lot of times in the last couple of months I was here, my counselor would ask me when am I going to be leaving, and I would explain to him that I don't know. And he said, why you don't know? I said, because my judge feel that it'll affect my treatment by me being concerned with when I'm gonna get up out of here. And so she just decided for me not to know. And you know, of course, I went through the program, and my counselor, he would come and ask me, and I would give him the same answer. And he said, well, I don't think that is healthy for you to be doing this program, you being the only one not knowing when you're gonna get out the program, because now you're gonna be concerned with not knowing instead of being focused on what you got going on here. So I felt like I was stuck in the middle. I was stuck in the middle with my counselor.
That's incredible. Because Ms. Cleveland is getting updates from your counselor. Your counselor should be attending staffing. I know we were out last week in Texas, but that's really incredible that your counselor and this program is not good for you. So you know what? I'm gonna have you stay put, Ms. Cleveland. Schedule a meeting for me with us, a staffing session with his counselor, and then that way we can get to the bottom of it. So we're gonna just have you stay put until I can get that clarified, okay?
Yes,
Because it
Your
sounds
Honor.
like they're telling you one thing, Ms. Cleveland something else. And so now that leaves me, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, in a really great area as to what my order will look like. So I need to speak with them. I need to meet with them. We need to find out, let's have them come with the team and let's discuss. Because they're telling him one thing, Ms. Cleveland, I hope you wrote down what he said, I did. And they're telling Ms. Cleveland something else.
Yes.
So we're gonna get to the bottom of it, okay? But until we do, you're gonna have to stay put right there, okay?
Okay, I mean, it's not my fault that that's what happened. I didn't.
It's not your fault. No, it's not your fault
I'm
at all.
saying this is what the counselor said to me, and I tried to explain. I don't speak with Miss Cleveland unless my counselor right there with me.
Okay,
Said,
well, we'll get to the bottom of it. You have to give us a couple of days, but we'll get to the bottom of it. So for now, just stay put until we get to the bottom of it. It's my understanding that you were supposed to be finished with inpatient today and go to recovery housing or tomorrow, maybe today, and go to recovery housing. We were trying to get you out to recovery housing today. But if a counselor is saying that treatment is not good for you, I need to get some clarification. So.
counselor
Okay?
didn't,
Because I want to make
the counselor did not say the treatment wasn't good for me. The counselor said that it's not good for me not to know what's going on because I won't be focused. I'll be trying to figure out what's going on.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Your focus, I told you in the beginning, your focus should be working the program. So see, that's why the report that Ms. Cleveland gave that said you have not fully connected with treatment is accurate based on what you're saying right now. It's accurate because you're focused on when am I going home? When can I get back to business as usual? And so your focus has not been, let me do my treatment. I don't have to worry about what's next because what's next is going to happen. I don't need to worry about what's next. I need to worry about this moment right here, getting the treatment that I need so that when what's next comes, I will be able to continue to do what's next and what's next.
Right.
You just reported exactly what Ms. Cleveland said. So what I'm going to do, Ms. Cleveland, is schedule a meeting for probably Wednesday is another court. So it'll have to be like Thursday. And let's get it together so that we can make a recommendation. A recommendation can be made to this court so that my order is reflective of what is best for him because I'm not a therapist. Okay? I'm not a therapist. And so I want to make sure I'm making the right or my order is correct. I rely on the therapist.
Yeah.
So
I go through this whole.
Yes, sir.
I work this program, and I don't work the program. I don't work the program. I don't work the program thinking about when I'm gonna leave. I sit here and I do it. I got the proof of me doing it right here every day. I don't know one time when I'm doing this book, when I'm in my books, I do not think about when I'm leaving. I already accepted it.
All right. Ms. Cleveland, the next return, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, is there anything you want to add?
No, Judge, we need to find out what the counselors, I have some concerns when Mr. Pollard said, the counselor said he didn't know when he was leaving or when is he leaving. I have some concerns about that. So I would also like to talk to the counselor about what's going on. Thank you.
Thank you. And give us an opportunity to do that. And so I'm going to schedule his return to court for July 10th, 2023, and that would be at 8:35 a.m. Ms. Cleveland, I'm asking that sometime this week, that it won't be today, we're closed tomorrow. Wednesday is mental health work day. So let's try to get a meeting before that July 10th, so that then on July 10th, Mr. Pollard will be clear about what's next, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and I'll be clear that I'm making the right decision.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Pollard?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you got your next day, I'll see you then, okay? You may hear from me before that, but I'm using the 10th as a control date, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Take care and be safe.
Thank you.
Right. Okay, bye-bye. All right, let's go to Rebecca West. I failed to realize Miss West was also at Naomi's Nest. My apologies for having you all hold on. Let's do it. I have the following for Miss West: U504-98819, U534-42919, U582-419, U594-23321, and case number 194716321. Miss West, state your full name for me.
Becca West.
Good morning, Miss West. How are you this morning?
I'm doing a lot better.
You're doing a lot better. Tell me what's a lot better. I'd like to know.
I ain't gotta worry about waking up dope sick. I'm gaining my weight back.
Good.
And I'm
You just
getting
said
things
two
done.
incredible things. Go ahead.
And I'm getting things done that I need to be done, that need to be done.
Very good. So you're not waking up dope sick. You're gaining some weight.
Right.
You're productive. And overall, how are you feeling?
I feel a lot better.
You do. Very good. And so how are they treating you at the Nest?
It's not easy because it's not supposed to be, but other than that, it's okay.
Okay. Thank you for your honesty. It's not supposed to be easy, right? If it was easy, you wouldn't need them, right?
Right.
Right. There we go. Thank you for your honesty. Miss West, I'm sitting here looking at you and I'm like, I know Miss West has been before me, but you look like a totally different person. You
I
do.
feel
You
like
look
a
like a
different
total.
person.
Yes. And you've got a beautiful smile.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. All right. So you're committed to doing this work?
Yes.
I love it. Wonderful. Wonderful. Right. Have you been, I asked if the Nest has been good to you. Have you been good to the Nest, the people at the Nest?
Yes, I'm following all the rules.
I love it. Thank you for following all the rules. I appreciate it. It's a two-way street. So thank you. All right.
welcome.
One more question. One more question. Have you been good to yourself?
Yes.
All right. How so? How have you been good to yourself?
I'm getting things off my chest and learning to forgive myself so I can forgive my past.
Yes, ma'am. That is being good to yourself. I love it. Somebody said something to me the other day, and I never thought about it. They said, sometimes you have to show yourself some grace. They tell me you always show grace to everybody else, but sometimes you got to show yourself some grace. And I thought, oh, sometimes I can be so hard on myself. And I'm like, and I'll give everybody else a second chance, a second look, let's just let it go and start over. But for me, I'll beat myself up. So I'm reminding myself now, show myself some grace. Yeah, that sounds like that's what they're telling you to. Show yourself some forgiveness, right? Oh, I can't hear you. What'd you say?
I said, that's right.
That's right. All right. Let me hear from Miss Cleveland. I want to know how she's doing, Miss Cleveland. She looks great. I'm telling you, I don't even remember her look. So I remember the name, but I'm not putting the name and face together at all. But that's okay, because it's a pretty face that's before me today. A beautiful face.
Yeah.
From the
Thank you.
inside out. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Come on, Miss Cleveland.
Thank you, Your Honor. I did have the opportunity to speak with them over at her venue, and they're saying that she's doing well. They said that she is acclimating to the court's orders, to the treatment plan. She's doing what she's supposed to be doing. She's fully engaged with all of the offerings and the resources that they have there. And, if she was listening before, that's really what we're looking for. We're looking for people to engage and be able to report back, just as you did, that you're forgiving yourself, that you're connecting with yourself, that you're feeling good. That's really what we're looking for. And, Your Honor, you can attest to all of that as far as what our interests are as far as how you're doing over there. So I'm glad to hear it. I get good reports. Ms. Hunt just speaks very highly of you and Ms. Hanson.
Thank you.
Good, very good. All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything as to Ms. West.
Oh, yes, Judge. Good report, Ms. West. You look so much better.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work. You're in a good place. We know it's not easy, but you can do it. Thank you, Ms. West.
Thank you.
And Ms. West, I can only confirm what the judges said about it, what Mr. Reed has said about you, that I couldn't recognize you at first. Matter of fact, I called you Miss Hanson when we first sat down. So sometimes we don't notice the improvement in ourselves, but you've certainly demonstrated that to others by outward appearances. So keep up the great work.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. West, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, I do not.
All right, I'm going to give Ms. West the same return to court date. It will be July 14th, 2023, and that will be at 8:35 a.m. Did you get that, Ms. West?
July what?
July 14th.
Mm-hmm.
Got
At
it?
what time? At what time?
8:35 a.m.
8:35 a.m.
Okay. All right, Ms. West, you're doing a great job, both you and Ms. Hanson. Keep up the good work. Continue to be kind to yourself and work your program, okay?
Thank you.
All right, very good. You are dismissed. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Thank you at the nest. Thank you. All right.
Mhm.
All right, Miss Cleveland, do you have Mr. Johnson?
No, Your Honor.
I have Mr. Johnson, Your Honor. He's actually currently at the Salvation Army.
All right, let's do it. I'm ready, and I'll be ready. I should be ready for dates. I don't need any more faces on. Thank you all for working with me today. Let's date. So tell everybody get their dates ready. I'm gonna go on the record with them.
Your
All
Honor,
right, let's go to Mr. Johnson.
I do have one in person, Mr. Gritzinger.
Oh, Mr. Gritzinger. Okay, very good. We'll do Mr. Gritzinger after I do the dates, after I put dates on the record. And just update me, Miss Cleveland. I don't know if you frozen or I'm frozen, but okay. All right. I have for Mr. Johnson, I have case number Z80825531. Mr. Johnson, state your full name for me, please.
Louis
You're
Elbert
muted.
Johnson
I'm gonna
III.
ask you to all right,
Louis,
how are
I'm
Mr.
fine.
Johnson? All right, you're at Salvation Army.
Yes, ma'am.
How are things going there?
Everything is going good. I've been using my resources. They are going to help me get to a class where I can obtain my GED. And I'm on a Vivitrol pill for alcohol. So I've been taking that maybe like 6 days now. I haven't had any withdrawals or nothing like that or shaking or anything. I've been going to therapy. I told the therapist that I would like, like a therapist outside of this plan when I get out of here, so that I can stay on what I'm supposed to be doing with the program.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So, Mr. Yancey, I heard him speak of a medication. And so there is a whole review that we go through just so that we can keep up with what's going on with you, okay? How is it working for you? How are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling fine. Woke up energized. I've been getting a lot of rest. When I was out there, I was really working and drinking, and I wasn't really getting no rest of my body. So I've been really getting my rest up here. Good. So I'm feeling better. Hello.
Can you all hear me?
Now we
Yes.
I'm sorry, I got knocked out for some reason. Mr. Johnson, I heard you say that you've been getting a lot of rest. What did you say after that? Because I want to know what's different.
I've been getting a lot of rest because when I was out there, I was always working and not really getting enough rest. But I've been resting up in here. I haven't had any shakes any throwing up, anything, like I gotta have alcohol or nothing. But they gave me the Vivitrol pill. That's I guess to eliminate all my cravings or whatnot. And I've been talking to my therapist about it. Like getting stuff that like from in the past that make me feel like I want to drink and making me angry and stuff. I've been talking to him about that. So I've been letting it out. So now I feel like better. But I'm still here. I told him that I need treatment still when I leave from here, like a therapist that I can call and talk to and, to help me with the program.
Absolutely. And we're going to continue that care. It doesn't stop whenever you leave, right?
No, ma'am. It doesn't.
All right. And this is a lifetime commitment. Every day you're going to have to work at it. Even after you're finished with the court, every day you're going to have to work at it for the rest of your life.
Yep, they said one day at a time. Yep.
One day at a time. I love it. All right. You have any issues, any concerns you want to raise with the team?
I really don't have anything, but okay, they finally finalized. I got full physical and sole custody of my daughter, so that's going great. So that's why I'm here trying to make sure that I'm straight, available to take care of her the right way without alcohol,
Yes. Yes, sir. I need you to be able to do that. I definitely need you to be able to do that. How old is your daughter?
10 years.
Oh my goodness. So you know that she's going to believe that her daddy is the greatest king that ever lived.
Yes, ma'am.
And so, sir, you're going to have to get some king mentality, meaning you're going to have to be sober, make sound decisions, be a provider, be a protector. Yeah, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, Mr. Johnson, I'm proud of you that you've made the decision to do what it takes in order to be healthy and to be on a path of recovery so that you can provide a stable life for your daughter. I applaud you for that, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. You have any questions for the team today?
No, ma'am.
All right. Let me hear from you, Mr. Yancey. Mr. Yancey, it's so good to see you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let me hear from you.
Thank you so much.
The
Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Specialty Court this morning, Your Honor. The last time Mr. Johnson was here, we had a slight mishap. So he and I talked. He was already in another agency, and we came up upon an agreement to be reassessed. And he's been at Salvation Army since, I believe, June 18th. Yeah, he looks totally different. His face is bright. His disposition is different. He has gotten some rest. He has a different mentality about the situation. So he is doing excellent. Yeah, that's the best word I can come up with right now. He's doing excellent over there. And, we're going to come up with a program once he leaves, but for now, he's in a good place. He's content. He's happy with his results, and things are going well.
All right. Very good. Very good. All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Vikings.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good report, Mr. Johnson. Good to see you again. I believe you and I talked during the intake, going over the court's order. You said you could work the program. You're off to a great start. We know it's not easy, but you have a lot of support. You have a lot of support, sir. Keep up the good work, sir, and be safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you too, Lord.
And if I could add, Judge, Mr. Johnson, you're just hitting on all cylinders to me. You're taking the matter seriously. You're doing what's being asked of you. You have a good outlook about what you're being asked to do, and you do it. And what a great thing and a great accomplishment for you. And I just want to applaud you for that, sir.
Thank you.
All right, awesome. Then we are in great shape, Mr. Johnson. I am going to bring you back on Mr.
Can we see him on July 13th?
Yes, sir. We certainly can. Does that work for you? Let's do it. All right. I have Mr. John return to court would be July 13th, 2023. And that would be at 8:35 a.m. So get on early so I can get you done, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good to see you, Mr. Johnson. Keep up the great work. Proud of you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Take care.
You too, bye.
All right. All right. Let's get some dates on the record real quick. I have for Khalid Hamad, 210-446-6301. What would be his return to court date?
Your Honor, I am asking if it's okay if we could have a Friday, we go back to Friday dates, if that's okay. And he is in phase 2 right now. I am going to be gone for 2 weeks. I'm not sure if you're aware that starting tomorrow. So that's why I was asking if I could have them for the 21st, because that would give me time to come back and find out what's going on.
I'll make the adjustments for the people that are not phase ones, but phase ones I must see every 2 weeks.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So for Mr. Hamad, can we bring him back? You said you're going to be gone for 2 weeks. So Ms. Cleveland, you'll leave notes if there's something wrong.
Yes.
Somebody will be checking in on your docket. So if we could put him on for Friday, the 14th, that would be great. So it would be July 14th, 2023, and he would be at 8:45. He's at a facility, is that correct?
He's at the, yes.
Okay,
Your Honor.
so it's 8:35 for him as well.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, very good. Let's go to Shaquita Colton. This name doesn't ring a bell for me. Does anybody know who Miss Colton is?
Yes, Your Honor, that is an intake.
Okay, I didn't know there was another intake, y'all. All right, very good. We'll do the intake in just a second. She had her camera off. If I can't see you, ma'am, I don't know you're here. All right, I'll come back to it. Has she talked with an attorney?
I'm here. I'm here.
You're here now. Camera on, but you had it off, so I didn't know you were here. No one told me. All right, very good. Let's see. For Ms. Colton, has she talked with an attorney?
Yes, Your
Yes,
Honor.
Judge.
All right,
Yes,
I'll
Judge,
come-
I talked to her.
All right, I'll come back to it. For Alfonso Davis Jr., 200-454-9001.
Your Honor, he's doing well. He is phase 3. So I was going to ask for the 21st as his next Zoom hearing.
Very good. The 21st it is, and that would be at 8:45 a.m., July 21st.
He's at a
For-
venue.
Okay, 8:35. I'm sorry. 8:35. There we go. All right, let's go to Shade Gentry. Ms. Gentry, I received a message from, this is a different docket. So I have case number Z808-4141. I'm going to place Ms. Gentry on, let me make sure place her on for this Wednesday. This Wednesday would be July 5th, 2023, and that is going to be at 8:45 a.m. I have for Holly Ann Hoffman, case number Z8073211, case number Z8081061. For Ms. Hoffman,
Your Honor, she's doing very well. She's phase 3 of a 3-phase program, and I would ask that she be allowed to return on the 21st as well, Your Honor.
absolutely, July 21st, 2023, that would be at 8:45 a.m. I have for Justine Liggins, 220-561-8901.
Your Honor, she is phase 4. She's doing very well. I would ask that she would be allowed to return on the 21st.
July 21st, 2023 at 8:45 a.m.
Yep.
Let's go to Augusto Lopez, SP 135-46891, U 635-01222.
Your Honor, he's doing very well. I did speak with him this morning. He is phase 3, and he would be I would ask if he could return on the 21st as well, July 21st, Your Honor.
Very good, and he will do so at 8:45 a.m. I have for Javon Manning, ZA 080701. For
Your
Mr.
Honor. Oh, I'm sorry. Your Honor, he's doing well. He's phase 5 of a five-phase program. He's compliant with the court's orders. I spoke with him this morning. He's doing very well. I would ask that he be allowed to come back on July 21st as well.
All right, he will do so at 8:45 a.m. For James Marshall, case number 130-623-3301.
Yes, Your Honor, James Marshall is doing great. He is a veteran. I would like for him to come back on July 11th at 8:45 a.m.
Wonderful, and he will do so. All right, for Crystalline Messer, case number U 418-08717. I recall having more than one case for Miss Messer. So let's make sure all of her cases are following for Miss Messer. All
Your
right,
Honor, if I could, all Miss Messer's cases are really supposed to be scheduled for next Monday on July 10th.
all right, so this is just a loose cannon.
It is, because all her other cases are on July 10th.
All right, so July 10th it is at 8:45 a.m.
Yes.
All right, thank you. I have for Daniel Shaw, SP 111-50151.
Your Honor, he is a phase 3 of a 3-phase program. He's doing very well. He said he wanted to come on the video because he wanted you to see how healthy he was looking. So I told him when you schedule the next court date. I would ask that he be allowed to Zoom on the 21st of July.
All right, I'll give him July 21st at 8:45 a.m. So he can zoom his face in anytime he want me to see it, okay?
Okay.
I'm proud of him, I'm proud of him. All right, let's go to Tremaine Staples, 210-452-2101.
Your Honor, he's doing well. He's at a venue. He is in phase 3, but I would ask that he be allowed to be seen next week, just because I don't think you've seen him recently, and I want him to come in, or not come in person, but just be seen.
He was in the courthouse just recently, so I
Yes,
have.
Your Honor.
Yeah, I
Yes.
will see him next week. That's not an issue. You want to put him on the 10th of July?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's do that. July 10th, 2023 at 8:35 a.m.
Yes.
All right, but Mr. Staples may need to see me a little bit more often.
Yes.
I
Your
think seeing me helps him stay on
Some
track for some
encouragement.
reason.
Yes.
Yeah, I want him to hang in there. He can do it. All right, let's go to Jerome Trimmer, 220-610-6601. For Mr. Trimble?
Yes, Your Honor, I want to have Mr. Trimble also come back on July 11th at 8:45 a.m.
Right, Mr. Trimble's doing all right?
He's doing all right.
Right.
He can do better, but he's doing all right. So we'll probably staff him before he comes back for that date.
We will. All right. Let's go to Derek Williams, ZA082461.
Your Honor, he's also in phase 3, but I would ask that he be allowed to come back on the 21st of July, if that's okay. He's at a venue.
All right, then July 21st at 8:35 a.m. Thank you. I have for Shay Weaver, 21H88854SD.
Your Honor, she's doing very well and no issues at all. I talked to her this morning. I would ask that she be allowed to return on July 21st, 2023 at 8:45 a.m.
Wonderful, got it. All right, I have for Rachel Charles Lambert, case number U 518-65819, which is scheduled for a pretrial. Ms. Drew, did you all figure out what that was about? Not Ms. Drew, Ms. Mack.
Judge, yes, I did, that doesn't belong on your docket, I don't know it was there, but it went to the alpha judge, and they've already taken that case over.
Okay, you sure it wasn't a police referral because it was a narcotic drug violation?
I'm sure, Judge. It was scheduled to you by accident.
And I checked that too, Judge. Ms. Mack and I talked to each other about that.
All right, wonderful. Thank you. All right, what about for Shakia Jackson, Z8072891?
Yes, Your Honor, that's my person. She's actually in a facility. She was on for a couple hours this morning, but she's in group right now in beginning steps. So I would like for her to come back if possible on July 13th at 9 o'clock if possible because of her group.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right. All right, very good. Todd McCray, did Todd McCray show up today?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he is in the courtroom.
That's
Okay.
Mr. Griffin's person, but I can handle that myself.
Was Mr. McCray here for reviews? These are all his cases that are on his specialty court.
He is, if I could, Your Honor, he's doing well.
I
He's
know
in
who he is. Yeah. He said he's in the courtroom.
He's in the courtroom.
Yes.
He's in
Yes, Judge, he's in the
compliance.
courtroom.
It's something he wasn't able to attend, is why he was here. It was an event that we had on the 16th that he missed. That's
But I
why.
think I talked to him already about it, and he's gonna start doing all of his hearings in person because he's full of excuses, and we don't do excuses in specialty court. We problem solve. We make it happen as adults. We make it happen. So let me have Mr. McCray come to the podium real quick. That's why I had him come in. Thank you, Mr. Wilson.
Yes, Your Honor.
McCray. Oh, Mr. McCray, I didn't make everybody in the world sick. I sure will be there for you today. Because you know you lit my fire the last time I saw you. But you're safe. You can walk faster to the podium. I'm harmless. I'm in TV land. You at, Mr. McCray. And then you look like you're about 6 feet tall. You tall, Mr. McCray?
Yes, he's a tall young man.
I'm still not scared of you though, okay? All right, let me place all of these 100 cases on the record. I have a Todd McCray 200659101, SP 100833682, SP 105149171, SP 1052289, counts 1 and 2, SP 1092990, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case number SP 1097511, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case number SP 109763991. Case number SP 1097685, counts 1 and 2. Case number SP 1159391. Case SP 117178581. Case number SP 7869091. Case number SP 9222621. Case number SP 9222522. Case number SP 1269547. Case number SP 127755361. Case number SP 1321547. Case number SP 132200031. Case number 173628838, counts 1 and 2. Mr. McCray, state your name. All right, Mr. McCray, have you been doing what this court ordered you to do, Mr. McCray?
Yes, ma'am. I've been going to the Detroit recovery program. I dropped 3 times a week, and I've been doing everything I was supposed to do. Just really the graduation just threw me back for real. And I know, like, from last time we talked, you told me, like, no matter what you're going through, no excuses, and just do what you gotta do.
That's right,
So
including.
I'm doing everything, though.
I appreciate it. What about connecting with CEO to talk about a job, career opportunity?
Oh, yes, I got a job opportunity coming up again with my sister. I'm supposed to go to orientation Wednesday for that. I'm trying to get it like a good paying job.
All right now, you better produce that information to Mr. Griffin, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm proud of you, Mr. McCray. You did it exactly what the court ordered you to do. I told you I needed you to show up. That's what I needed you to do. And guess what, young man, you did it. You did it. I need you to show up. You have to go to your treatment. You have to go to your testing, and you gotta work. And so, and you're doing it. You're doing it. I'm extremely proud of you. What issues are you having or concerns you want to raise with me?
No, I pretty much don't have any concerns. Just, you know what I'm saying, trying to complete the program and, you know what I'm saying, don't give up and just keep fighting because I want a clean slate and you guys giving me like a good opportunity for.
Yes, sir. Work the program. You have great benefits. The first benefit is that you're going to be living a healthy, whole, and sober life. That's the greatest benefit. And then you're going to be a productive person in society. You're going to get a driver's license. You're going to get a number of tickets dismissed. You've already had 100 dismissed. You have 100 more to be dismissed. I mean, you have really been put in a situation where you can win, but I need you to want to win, okay? Yes? All right, what questions do you have for me today?
I pretty much don't have no questions. I mean, I understand everything I'm supposed to do. I gotta just keep doing it. And like you say, no excuses.
No excuses. No excuses. We make happen the things we want to happen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm so glad I showed up today. I'm under the weather today, Mr. McCray, but you know what? I couldn't leave my team hanging. So guess what? No excuses. Gotta come on and do what I need to do.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Grown folks, we make it happen, right?
Yes.
Right? All right.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
counting on you to do, I'm counting on you to do that. And listen, I'm proud of you because you're off to a good start in making it happen. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Mr. Yancey, is there anything else you want to add as to Mr. McCray?
I don't think so, Your Honor. I did talk to him. And I think his self-report is correct. He's trying to really work the program. And seemed like a young man who is going to change his direction for the best. So I think we don't have anything further at this time.
You know who reminds me of Mr. Yancey?
I'm sorry.
Mr. Twitty.
Oh, okay.
You know who he reminds me of?
Yes. Yes.
That's a good reminder.
It
Twitty
is.
made us work, and Mr. Twitty, he worked. And in the end, it worked out for Mr. Twitty. Yep. So we know it can work out for Mr. McCray. How about that?
It's gonna work out for him. He's got he just doesn't have one case manager. He's got a whole crew helping him. Almost all of us know who he is. And he comes in physically, so we can go up to him and bump him if he wants. He can't do anything to us. So we're in good shape with Mr. McCray here.
All right. All right. Mr. Reed, Mr. Vikings, what do you want to tell me about Mr. McCray?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good report, Mr. McCray. Work the program. We know it's not easy, but you're doing a good job. You have a good attitude. Keep up the good work and be safe, young man. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, we can't hear you, Mr. Vikings.
Thank you, Judge. I just wanted to say to Mr. McCray, we are very proud of you. You're working it. Seems like you got it. You're doing it. Hang in there because we're proud of you.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Yancey, I want to bring Mr. McCray back on. Mr. McCray, I'm gonna have you come in on I'm gonna bring you back for a review. I'm gonna see if you continue to do what you're supposed to do. Let me see how you're doing on July 10th, 2023. I'll bring you back at 8:45 a.m. I'll do it on Zoom, but if you haven't been doing what you're supposed to do, just come on down to the courthouse, okay?
Yes, man. I've been doing everything I was supposed to, just besides the graduation. Like, that just kind of messed everything up.
No, you haven't been doing everything you were supposed to do, but you on track now. That's what counts, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Good to see you, Mr. McCray.
Same to you.
All right, take care. You are free.
Okay, thank you. So you said July 10th, 8:45?
8:45. Did you test today, Mr. McCray?
Yes, I gotta go to jams today, and I was supposed to go to
Test at
I
the
was
courthouse.
supposed to at the bar.
Test at the courthouse, and then you don't have to go to jams today, right, Mr. Yancey?
Yes.
I had my meeting at the Detroit Recovery Program was at 12 too, so I'm kind of was running late for that. So
Well, go
I
test.
just thought I just was.
No, go test and then get down to Detroit Recovery Project.
Okay.
You must go today to do Detroit Recovery Project. I didn't know you had a meeting at 12 today.
Yes.
Okay, go run up and test and then go on to Detroit Recovery Project.
Okay.
Right. Correct. All right, you all let me know when they're there and they have people, because I want him to get it free. All right, I have James Crawford, Z808-6811.
Your Honor, that's my client as well, and he's doing very well. He is not at a venue, but he's making good progress. And he is phase 2, but I would ask if, Your Honor, if you want him to come back on the 14th or on the 21st, whichever date you prefer.
On the 21st, July 21st, 2023 at 8:45 a.m. You said he's not in the facility, right?
No, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Then that's good for me. All right, I need to do my intake and then I'll do Mr. Gritzinger. All right, let's do it for the intake. Are we ready?
Yes, Judge.
All right, wonderful. I have for intake on today Shaquita Colton, case number Z8084301. I need you all to give me just 1 minute. Oops, give me just 1 minute, please. All right, thank you for your patience. Ms. Colton, let me have you state your full name for me, please.
Shaquita Latrice Colton.
All right, Ms. Colton, how are you this morning?
I'm all right considering.
All right, what do you need me to consider? Considering what?
Nah, but just saying considering, you know, it's been a gloomy day, all that kind of thing. Nothing like that.
Okay, all right, you gonna make the best of it though?
Yes,
Or
ma'am.
try to- Okay, fair enough, try to make the best of it, right?
Yes, Judge.
All right, very good. And so, Ms. Colton, who referred you to me? Do you remember the judge that referred you to me?
I believe her name was Kimberly.
That's okay. Your case manager will let me know. All right, are you ready to come and do this work in specialty court?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, why do you want to do this work? Why do you want to come to specialty court?
I guess I'm fed up with my own self at some point, you know.
Okay.
I end up just being a drinker. I didn't even like alcohol at first, but somehow I just end up start drinking. And when I was like 26, and it just never got good from there. Now I kind of get sick from it. So
Okay, and has it negatively impacted your life?
yes, I'm in court now.
Okay.
Never had
What's
these
things in your life that it may have impacted?
Well, you know, I believe it impacted me as, you know, because I have two grown children now, but they kind of seen it growing up. But I guess I became an active alcoholic, you would say.
Okay, so your kids grew up with you in dealing with alcohol, right?
Yeah, I started drinking when I was 26. So yeah, my oldest son was 4 at the time, and well, he was 6, and the other one was 2.
Okay, so it's had some impact on them, right?
Yes.
All right, and so I don't know if you heard earlier today, one of the ladies was saying that she had to learn forgiveness. So I hope that as you go through this program, you're going to learn how to forgive yourself and just make some better choices. We can't undo the past. We can work through it though, and then make some better choices going forward. Are you willing to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful, wonderful. Then listen, if you want to do this work and you understand that there's a problem and you want to do the work, we want to help you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, it's going to be very important that while you're with me, that you are very honest about where you are, the things that you're doing, because we can help you when you're honest with us. Good, the bad, and the ugly. We're not here to punish you. We're here to help you. But if you don't be honest with us, then it creates some different issues, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I count on you to be open and honest so I can do my job and the case managers can do their jobs and the providers can do their jobs and the attorneys can do their jobs? Can I count on you to do that?
Yes, ma'am. I'm 100% in.
All right, I love it. I love it. All right. Is there anything in particular maybe that you didn't share with the case manager or the attorney that you talked to that you want me to know about you?
No, just that I'm an alcoholic and I smoke weed, but it did some damage to me in the long run, I suppose. I just I want to do better.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
mean, I am 43 years old now. I'm tired a little bit. I'm way smarter than this, so
Yes, you are.
I got to do better than this. My children are grown now. Well, considered to the state because my youngest one is 18, so he still needs my help. So, to me, children always need you, and I never want to be able to turn them away because I have a problem.
Yes, ma'am. Listen, if you are willing to do it, we're willing to help you. And if you're willing to let us help you, we're going to show up and help you even on those days when you don't feel like being helped. We are going to help you. So I'm glad I have your commitment to work the program. I am going to hear from Mr. Yancey, and then we'll go from there. Mr. Yancey?
Yes, Your Honor, it's, before the court for sentencing is Shaquita Colton. And she was referred to us by Kenyatta Jones.
That's
Um,
okay.
Yeah. Ms. Colton already said some incredible things to the court already about some honesty. As she reported, she's a 43-year-old single mother to adult children. She resides in the city of Detroit with her grandfather, whom she is a caretaker for through the state of Michigan. She has an 11th grade education. She reports her health is a little less than fair. She suffers from numerous health challenges, but she is currently not taking any prescribed medication. The defense license is currently suspended. Defendant is just awaiting being in a program that we worked on as far as an assessment. I believe that's going to take place on July 5th, Your Honor. And she did not report that she has a lot of family support, Your Honor. So we're going to be her support system.
Yeah.
So she reports herself, she was really honest talking to me. I believe she was incredibly honest with her self-report today. She's accepting the help, and we're here to give it to her. So I think we are going to be a good match for Ms. Colton, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. Who went into the breakout room with Miss Colton?
I did, Judge. Thank you. She was respectful and courteous, and that goes a long way with me. She is eligible to participate in our program under Michigan law. We did go over the court's order. We talked about testing, counseling, community service, paying some fines and costs. No alcohol, no narcotics. She understands she cannot leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. She also understands that the court has the ability to change the order, to alter the order. She'll always be informed of any changes. Judge, as Mr. Yancey indicated, her license is suspended. It's not revoked. This is her first drinking driving case. She did indicate to me that she has some tickets in a suburban district court. I informed her that we would look at the driving record and help her as much as we can. Judge, as I indicated, she is eligible to participate in the program under Michigan law. I'm recommending her participation. She was very pleasant to talk to. We talked about honesty being the best policy. No one wanted to hurt her, only wants to help her. And she's part of the program team now, and we look forward to her participation. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you, Mr. Reed. All right, Ms. Colton, you've heard from both the attorney as well as the case manager. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, ma'am.
All right, then I am accepting you into our program. I am looking forward to working with you, working for you. You're gonna see a lot of me, but it's gonna be good visits because we're gonna walk this thing out together. Mr. Yancey, I'm not certain why she didn't come in today for her intake, but
I can't hear you.
Uh-oh, can you hear me now? Okay, I'm not certain, but let's make sure she is acclimated.
I can't hear you.
Can you all hear me? Can anybody else hear me? Uh-oh.
I can hear you, Judge.
Well, Ms. Colton, it's on your end.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, wonderful. Stay put because you can hear me. All right. So, Mr. Yancey, let's make sure we get her acclimated to everything that she needs to do. Your testing will be random, twice a week, call every day. Don't try to count your tests because I may throw in an extra one. So you want to call every single day. If your color drops every single day, go and test every single day. But I need you to test. We need to know what's going on so we can make sure we've aligned you with the appropriate resources. Can I count on you to do that, Ms. Colton?
Yes, you said call every single day and make sure and if they want me to come in and test.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
I mean, my son, my goodness, she cutting in on me. I call myself hitting do not disturb.
That's okay. You're good, but you heard what I said and you were able to repeat it. So you're good, okay?
Make sure I call every day and make sure I turn myself over whenever he tells me to.
This is for testing. Yes, ma'am. And then you're going to connect with your services. And so we want to make sure you attend that as well, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And then of course, you know, you share with me the 2 substances that you're having difficulty with. And I know the attorneys talked with you about it, but you can't use either one while you're with me, okay?
I got it. But I was just telling them that I recently stopped smoking. So I just hope it don't affect me like right now, because I heard it takes so long to get out your system.
Don't listen to everything you've heard. It's gonna take a little time, but we're not gonna listen to everything you heard.
Yes,
We'll know when it should be out because we're gonna look at the numbers, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, so you're in good shape. You're in good shape. All right, so I'm looking forward to seeing you again. I'm going to see you on Mr. Yancey. Can we do July 10th just as a check-in? I want to make sure that she has been aligned with her services and that she's doing everything that she's supposed to do to hit the ground running. Is that okay?
That is fine, Your Honor.
All right, so Ms. Colton will do July 10th, 2023, and I'll schedule you for 8:45 a.m. It will be on Zoom unless Mr. Yancey tells you otherwise, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and if you don't have any more questions, I want you to have a great holiday weekend. I need you to make sure you practice some good decision-making skills, good decision-making during the holiday, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I want you to talk with Mr. Yancey. I make sure that everybody has an emergency response plan, just in case they go over to that relative's house or that cousin comes over that likes to turn up. You've got to have an emergency response plan. What am I going to do? And so I want you to talk with Mr. Yancey about that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so if you know you're going to the home of the cousin that turns up and spikes the punch and the salad and the Kool-Aid and the ribs, you might want to bring your own punch, salad, and ribs, okay?
No, see, you already heard me. I ain't got no friends or nothing. It's just me and my kids. I don't really deal with nobody. It's just I'm the drinker by myself. I drink by myself.
Okay, all right, I just want to make sure.
I just gotta make better decisions, like you said.
All right, I love it. All right, I look forward to working with you, Ms. Colton, okay?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
All
Thanks
right.
for the help, you all. Thanks for the help.
We thank you for accepting it. We appreciate you.
So give him a call once I get off of here, or he gonna give me a call.
Mrs. Yancey, which way would you like to do it? You want to give her a call?
I can give you a call. Give me about an hour.
No problem. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
All right, I'm ready for the last matter. Mr. Gritzinger. You're sitting in my box, Mr. Gritzinger. You at my house and I'm not even home today. Oh, Mr. I have the following for Christopher Gritzinger, case number U620042221. Mr. Gritzinger, state your full name for the record, please.
Christopher Gritzinger.
Mr. Gritzinger, why are you at my house and I'm not even there?
Well, first of all, I just want to say I'm sorry, Judge. See, I guess what the reasoning behind me using Kratom was that my judge was giving me a 2-month supply of my Suboxone. And the last time I went and seen him in April, he gave me a couple, or not April, I'm sorry. When I went and seen him in May, he gave me a 1 month supply. And I didn't realize that I was running out until I had like 3 days left. So I called him, he couldn't get me in for a while, and so my best option when I was running out of Suboxone to me was like a kratom shot in the morning on the days after I ran out.
Mr. Gritzinger, I tell you all every time, if you have issues, if you have concerns, reach out. You know that kratom is just as potent and produces the same, how do I say it? The same feelings that you would get if you were using the substance that brought you. You know that kratom is off limits, even though it's legal, just like some other things are legal. Alcohol is legal, marijuana is legal, but it's off limits. And so you knew that taking kratom would produce that euphoria that you receive or that you get when you're using other substances. You knew that, right?
In my experience, it doesn't. I mean, it's nothing like using
You
the drugs I was using,
you
but
weren't supposed to use it, Mr. Gritzinger. So here's where I'm concerned. First of all, let me go back before I start fussing, because you want to fuss just a little bit, right? Mr. Gritzinger, thank you for being honest about what you did use. Because when people are honest, that's going to keep you out of jail today. How about that? Because when people are honest about what's going on, then it gives us the opportunity to roll up our sleeves and to work harder for them and with them. So I want to thank you for that. I do. I really do appreciate it. But I am concerned about you. I am concerned because I have said ad nauseum. The first thing I said to Ms. Cleveland when she sent me a message, haven't we told the folks, do not use kratom? You can't eat the poppy seed. You can't do the vapes. You can't do the hookah. All of these things that are legal, we say over and over again, you can't do them. You can't do them. And so here's what I think is going on, but I'm going to yield to the professionals, is that you're at a road of contemplation. You're at a crossroad. You can go left or you can go right. You've been on this path, and I know it's been a struggle. So what I want to do is have you reassess to find out what's really going on, what really caused you to reach out and pursue the path of kratom, which you knew was not something that you could use, even though it's legal. I want him to.
I pursued the path of kratom so that I didn't get sick from not having Suboxone. As soon as I got my Suboxone, I didn't take the kratom shot anymore. That's what I was trying to say.
But here's the thing, Mr. Gritzinger, I got that. But here's the thing, there were too many other options available to you and you only used one.
Well, I'm just curious what my options were to
When I give you
substitute Suboxone.
the one I give you every time.
Well, yeah, I could have called Miss Cleveland,
Hold
but
on.
I don't.
Wait a minute. You asked me a question. I want to make sure I answer. You said, what are the alternatives? The ones that I give you every week when you come to see me. Pick up the phone, call your case manager, drop into the courtroom. Because if you would have reached out to Miss Cleveland, even though we were in Houston, Miss Cleveland would have stopped the press. She would have called she would have texted the whole team. She would have also reached out to your provider to say, listen, we are in a critical state and the judge needs you to do something right now. So there were other alternatives available to you and you didn't use them. We have to address that, okay? We have to address that.
Okay.
Fair enough?
Okay.
Okay. We have to address it. So, Ms. Cleveland, what was your recommendation as to Mr. Gritzinger? Because he was honest, I'm not looking at jail time, Mr. Reed, Mr. Vikings. I'm just not. He was honest, and I want to encourage him to be honest. But I do need him to know that I am not buying the fact that I did kratom because I was running out of Suboxone, because he did not exhaust every opportunity that was available to him. He didn't give us an opportunity to help him. So I'm gonna say I'm not buying it today, Mr. Gritzinger. That's why I'm sending you to be reassessed.
If you're not buying it, then you're not buying it. I came in here, I was honest with you, I told you the whole story, and you can, it's up to you to choose what you're gonna do.
Oh, I do. I get to choose. But here's the thing, Mr. Gritzinger. I'm not saying that I believe you're being untruthful. What I'm saying is we're going to dig a little bit deeper. So maybe I should have said that a little bit differently. I'm not saying that you're being untruthful, because remember, I just said the reason you're not going to jail is because you were truthful. So if I thought you were lying about why you used kratom, you would still be going to jail. I don't think you're lying. I just think we need to dig a little bit deeper. Okay. And so I'm not buying it today, because I want to dig a little bit deeper. Now, if they dig a little bit deeper and that's what they come up with, I stand to be corrected. And that's the wonderful thing about me under this black robe. I'm a human being and I don't always get it right. How about that? Sometimes I'm way off, like I'm off. But for my satisfaction and to make sure I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do for you, I want to dig a little bit deeper, okay? All right, so I don't want you to leave thinking the judge thinks I'm lying, because that's not what I'm saying. All right, you got it? All right, so take your hands out your pockets, because that looks like you closed down, shut down, taking your marks and going home. That's what it looks like. You might as well fold your
I think my hands were already in my pocket, so.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. I saw you. I went to a class while I was in Houston that talked about our body language. So I'm trying to be a little more cognizant of my body language. Even though you can't see me, you can only see me from, the face down to the chest. The class said your body language, even what they can't see, you need to check it, because sometimes it can get in the way of what you really should be hearing or doing. So now if I'm gonna check my body language, I'm checking everybody's body language. How about that? So there you go. All right. So we just gonna dig a little bit deeper. That's it. I want to do that for my satisfaction. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Very good. Miss Cleveland, what was your recommendation for Mr. Gritzinger?
Your Honor, and I just wanted to say very briefly that he's with a very credible, knowing and thorough treatment therapist. It's private insurance. That's why I didn't have him assessed through the 1-800 number, because that would not apply to him as far as getting his services renewed. But he's connected with them, with this person. He never misses a beat. He attends. I get good reports regarding him. I think what this really boils down to is choice and self-correction. So instead of reaching out for the help, to ask me, what is the course of action if I'm running low? What should I do if I'm doing this? He wanted to fix it himself, basically. And he did his own investigation on what would be an alternative to what other things he was using. So I'm just saying that it was obvious to me what I saw unfolding, and we've witnessed it before, that people, they take their medical health into their own hands, and they feel like they're going to make a choice that's best suited for them just based on their own understandings. But in the future, I just would ask, because we are problem-solving court, to please reach out, because we could have connected you even with another agency that might have been able to see you immediately and get that resolved for you right away. I've had that happen before, and I've done that. So, Your Honor, I'm recommending that, because he has not had anything in over a year. And I look back on all of his screens, they're all negative. I haven't gotten the results back from our court today yet. I don't know if we can put a stat in, because I don't know what's going on with that. But he, I'm just recommending that he be reassessed, and that he recognizes, hopefully now, you can't self-assess and self-medicate. That's just not the proper way to do this program or this path.
So would you, hold on one second.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so Ms. Cleveland, so would you agree with the recommendation? And thank you. You're absolutely right. And so, Ms. Cleveland, would you agree with the recommendation that he be reassessed?
Yes, Your Honor. Exactly. I would recommend that as well, that he be reassessed, that he's already connected to his service. I'm going to send a message to his therapist, who I know I speak with by email often. And I'm going to let him know, and I'm hoping that he's reached out to that therapist as well and spoken with them. I know he attends both therapy and groups, and he is always on the mark with that, Your Honor.
All right.
Always.
Very good. Thank you, Ms. Cleveland. All right, Mr. Reed.
I actually have my group tonight,
Yes.
so that's why I hadn't reached out to her personally yet, because I was gonna see her this evening.
Right, very good. Look at you. I love it. Now, make sure that she knows that the court wants her to look at this specific, to reassess you and tell her about this specific incident, okay? Okay, thank you. All right. All right, let's do it. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens?
Judge, I went into the breakout room with Mr. Gritzinger. He certainly was honest to me, and separate and apart from other people who use kratom and then try to hide it, don't disclose it. This was a one-time thing. He thought he was doing the right thing. I think he recognizes that, certainly after we talked, that there are other options. I'd like him to think of calling his case manager as the first option rather than the third option. But I really believe he gets that he knows what he's doing. So we certainly have no objection that he should be reassessed by his therapist. I just commend him for his honesty. As one of the alternatives, if everything else failed, that might be an alternative where he might not feel like he's done something wrong, but because he didn't do it the right way, and I think he knows that now, Judge. So I'm in agreement with the recommendation.
All right.
Yes, Judge, I have no objections to the recommendation. I concur with the recommendation. I appreciate his honesty and for coming into the courthouse today and accepting responsibility. No objections, Judge. Thank you.
All right, very good, very good. Then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to order for him to be reassessed. And then I am going to see Mr. Gritzinger. Today is the 3rd. Ms. Cleveland, I want to just do a check-in on Mr. Gritzinger, because you'll get some information probably this week. So, Mr. Gritzinger, let me do a check-in with you on July 10th, 2023. I'll put you on for 8:35 a.m. It is really just going to be a check-in. It'll be on Zoom. And I just want to make sure all is well. And then you'll get your next court date, okay?
All right.
All right, very good. All right, thank you for your patience. Again, thank you for your honesty. I truly, truly appreciate it. And so, which is why you're not being penalized with going to jail or anything like that. So I just want to make sure we're good, all right?
All right. Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're very welcome. Keep up the good work, Mr. Gritzinger. What I do know is that you have worked very hard. And I don't want you to get discouraged. I need you to keep working hard, okay?
All right.
All right, very good. All right, Ms. Cleveland, I know we haven't gotten results today. I will leave that up to you as to whether or not he is dismissed, because I don't know what's going, it's the day before the holiday. And so, and it's the day after a weekend, maybe a little slow getting results. So he doesn't have to stay unless you see a reason for him to stay.
No, Your Honor, and I would let you know as soon as I found out if anything changed, because even with the other 2 tests that were resulting in the reason why he's here, the levels were a decline. There was one and then it was a decline, but I certainly hope that he will never use that again, because that was dangerous, a dangerous result that we saw. That's just scary for everybody.
Yes, yes. All right, so that means Mr. Gritzinger is free to leave. Thank you, Mr. Gritzinger.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, do the same. That is everybody that I have on for today's docket. Did I miss anyone?
I don't think so, Judge.
All right. I have not missed anyone, then I want everybody to please. They said they was gonna send somebody. But I want everybody to please have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. Be safe, take good care of yourself. And I don't know if I'll see you on Wednesday, Mr. Vikings.
I think so,
won't
Judge.
see Mr. Reed. I don't know, I won't see Mr. Reed. But have a good rest of the week, everybody, okay?
Feel
Thank
better
you.
too.
Thank you,
Bye.
Judge.
Thank you.
Be safe.